Hello, my name is Jaclyn McKenna, and the article that I chose for the New York Times presentation is This Year, Change Your Mind by Oliver Sacks. Oliver Sacks is a British neurologist. He was fascinated with the way that the brain worked. What I learned from this article is just the way that people can continue to develop regardless of their circumstances. He had a blind patient who was able to read lips, and she became so great at it that he actually turned away when talking to her. She said, "I can't hear you." And he said, "You can't see me." But what he later realized is that she interpreted what she was seeing as hearing. And it also goes on to discuss blind patients that he had who could feel things, and they actually used both parts of their cortex. They felt things, but they interpreted it as seeing. They saw visual images of what they were feeling. And if I could further research this topic, I would want to go into helping people with depression. Because in this article, it talks about a lady who was in her mid-50s who learned to play an instrument, and she said that she could feel synapses. She was like, as I was learning to play the instrument, I could feel between my brain and my fingers. And that's a direct quote from her. Synapses forming in my brain. And I feel as though if we could research this further and get more information on the synapses of people that are suffering from depression and develop those through learning, we'd be headed somewhere great. And I feel like the author really wanted to convey in this article how much we can continue to learn throughout our lives. He had patients that had Parkinson's disease, who had dementia, blind, deaf, and they all were able to develop different ways of interpreting things and learning in their brain to just better their lives. And I feel as though that's just a very fascinating subject. And I did a little more research on Oliver Sacks, and he was a great author. He was actually behind the movie The Awakening. And he just really goes into how we can continue to grow. Even when we're old, mid-50s, the age we are now, where they say sometimes that you cannot learn certain things, it's a younger thing, your brain's not as malleable, you can still learn and you can still develop. And it just truly fascinates me, and I just hope that we can use this in terms of people that are suffering from mental illnesses. And it would just be great if we can learn to develop their brains in a way that they could have more energy in their synapses of what they're suffering from. From reading the book, I've learned certain things, but I'm not completely educated in what's going on in the mind of people who are depressed or have mental illnesses. But I believe that this article, This Year, Change Your Mind, leads to the idea that we can continue to develop. We can continue to learn. And I just hope that we can help people with mental illnesses do this. Thank you.